Hong Kong, Kowloon District, Ip Man's Private Training Hall, March 3, 1967, Friday evening, 8 p.m. The air inside the dojo is heavy, not with humidity, with anticipation, with the weight of something that has never happened before, that should not be happening now, but is. 30 Wing Chun students, sitting in silence, along the walls of the small training space, all senior students, all disciples, who have trained under Grandmaster Ip Man for years, some for decades. They are here because they were summoned for a demonstration, a test that no one expected to witness. In the center of the room, 2 men standing 10 feet apart, facing each other. Ip Man, age 74, the grandmaster, the legend, the man who brought Wing Chun from Foshan to Hong Kong, who taught thousands, who preserved the art through war, through poverty, through exile. He stands in traditional Chinese changshan, black silk, simple, elegant, his posture perfect despite his age, his hands relaxed at his sides, his face calm, but his eyes sharp, focused. This is not an old man. This is a master at the peak of his skill. Across from him, Bruce Lee, age 27, wearing black pants, black shoes, shirtless, his body, a sculpture of muscle and definition, lean, powerful, ready. He stands, not in Wing Chun stance, but in something different, modified, his own creation, a hybrid of Wing Chun and something beyond Wing Chun. His hands, also relaxed. His face, respectful but determined. This is not just a student. This is a master in his own right. For 15 years, Bruce has trained under Ip Man, starting at age 13, a skinny, troublesome teenager who came to the school to learn to fight, to defend himself from street gangs, from bullies. Ip Man took him in, taught him not just techniques, but philosophy, not just fighting, but understanding. For 15 years, Bruce absorbed everything Ip Man taught, and then he began to evolve it, to question it, to change it. 3 years ago, Bruce left Hong Kong, went to America, to teach, to spread martial arts, to Hollywood. In those 3 years, he developed his own system, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist, not Wing Chun, but born from Wing Chun, modified, adapted, evolved. Some call it improvement, some call it betrayal. Now Bruce has returned to Hong Kong to visit his teacher, and the question that has hung in the air for 3 years must be answered. Has the student surpassed the master? Has Bruce's evolution exceeded Ip Man's tradition? Is Jeet Kune Do superior to Wing Chun? There is only one way to find out. Ip Man proposed this test himself. "We will fight," he said. "No holding back, no teacher-student courtesy. We fight as equals for 20 minutes, or until one of us submits." Bruce hesitated. To fight his master felt wrong, disrespectful, but Ip Man insisted. "You have evolved beyond what I taught you. I need to see how far you have gone. This is not disrespect. This is the final lesson. The 30 students, sitting along the walls, are certain of the outcome. Ip Man will win, must win. He is the grandmaster. The source, the root. Bruce is brilliant, but he is still. The student, the branch, cannot be stronger than the trunk. That is the natural order. That is how it has always been. But some, the youngest students, who have seen Bruce in recent years, are not so sure. They have seen his speed, his power, his innovation. They have heard stories from America of Bruce defeating champions, creating his own path. They wonder, quietly, if, perhaps, the impossible might happen. Ip Man speaks first, his voice quiet but clear. Bruce, you were my student. For 15 years, I taught you everything I know. Now, you have gone your own way. This is good. This is how martial arts evolve. But tonight, I will see if your way is better than mine, or if you still have things to learn. Bruce bows deeply, with genuine respect. Sifu, everything I am comes from you. What I have created stands on the foundation you gave me. Tonight, I will show you, not that I am better, but that your teaching was so strong that it allowed me to grow beyond it. That is your legacy. Ip Man nods, a small smile. Then let us begin. No referee, no countdown, no ceremony. The two men simply begin. Bruce moves first, not attacking, but shifting into his Jeet Kune Do stance. Left foot forward, not the centerline stance of Wing Chun, but something more mobile, more dynamic. Ip Man notes this immediately. His student has indeed changed. Ip Man attacks, a chain punch, the signature of Wing Chun. 3 punches, in rapid succession, straight down the center line, fast, precise, overwhelming. Bruce does not block in the Wing Chun way. Instead, he moves laterally, slipping the center line, counter-striking with a finger jab toward Ip Man's eyes. Ip Man deflects, steps back, resets. The first exchange takes 3 seconds. Already, both men have learned something. Bruce's lateral movement is faster than Ip Man expected. Ip Man's chain punches are sharper than Bruce remembered. For 2 minutes, they exchange, testing, probing. Bruce uses linear attacks, but from angles Ip Man does not expect. Ip Man uses centerline theory, but adapts to Bruce's movement. Neither is dominating, neither is retreating. They are perfectly matched. The students watch in silence. Some are shocked. Bruce is not being overwhelmed. He is matching their grandmaster, strike for strike. This should not be possible. Others are thrilled. This is the highest level of Wing Chun they have ever seen. Teacher and student, both at their peak. 5 minutes pass. Both men are breathing harder, not from exhaustion, from intensity, from focus. Every technique is countered, every attack is neutralized. Ip Man tries a low kick. Bruce checks it and counters with a back fist. Ip Man traps the arm, pulls Bruce off balance. Bruce spins out, resets. The students are leaning forward now. This is not what they expected. They expected Ip Man to dominate, to teach Bruce a lesson, to remind him who the master is. Instead, they are watching a war between equals. 10 minutes. Ip Man changes strategy, goes for grappling, grabs Bruce's wrist, pulls him close, tries for a throw. Bruce drops his weight, counters the leverage, nearly throws Ip Man. Instead, Ip Man uses the momentum. They separate. Both breathing hard now. Both sweating. Bruce's face shows concentration and something else. Concern. Not for himself, for his teacher. Ip Man is 74. Bruce is 27. The age difference is 47 years. Can Ip Man maintain this pace? Should Bruce hold back? But Ip Man's eyes say clearly, "Do not insult me with mercy." 15 minutes. Both men are moving slower, not from weakness, from caution, from respect. Each technique now is calculated, measured. They know each other's timing, each other's patterns. They trained together for 15 years. They can read each other's intentions before the technique is thrown. Ip Man feints high, attacks low. Bruce sees through it, counters, but his counter is also a feint. Ip Man anticipated, blocks, counterattacks. Bruce expected this, deflects. They are playing chess. At the speed of combat, the students are witnessing something they will talk about for the rest of their lives. This is not just a fight. This is a conversation between two masters, spoken in the language of Wing Chun and its evolution. 18 minutes. Ip Man catches Bruce with a palm strike to the chest. Not full power, but enough to push Bruce back. 2 steps. First clear hit. The students murmur. Ip Man still has it. But Bruce immediately responds with a side kick to Ip Man's thigh. Ip Man absorbs it, barely flinches, but his leg takes the impact. They reset, circle, both, showing the wear of 18 minutes of constant, high-level combat. Ip Man's breathing is labored. Bruce's shoulders are tight from constant tension. They are both near their limits. 20 minutes. Ip Man tries one more. Aggressive combination, chain punches, into a palm strike, into a low sweep. The signature Wing Chun attack pattern. Bruce evades the punches, jams the palm, jumps the sweep, counterattacks with a straight punch. That stops 1 inch from Ip Man's face, pulled at the last moment. Ip Man freezes, not from fear, from realization. That punch would have landed, would have ended the fight. Bruce could have won, but stopped, out of respect, out of love for his teacher. Ip Man steps back, raises his hand. Enough. The room goes silent. The students confused. Who won? Did Ip Man forfeit? Did Bruce hold back? What just happened? 22 minutes from start to stop. Both men stand, breathing hard, looking at each other with something beyond respect, with understanding, with the bond of 15 years of teaching and learning. Ip Man walks to Bruce, puts his hand on Bruce's shoulder, and speaks loudly for all students to hear. For 15 years, I was your teacher. You were my student. Tonight, I see that is no longer true. Tonight, we fought as equals, and you held back, not from weakness, but from respect. That shows me you have learned not just my techniques, but my heart. He turns to the students. When I taught Bruce, I gave him the foundation of Wing Chun. He took that foundation and built something new, something his own. Some of you think this is betrayal. It is not. It is evolution. It is the purpose of teaching, not to create copies, but to create masters who surpass you. He turns back to Bruce and says the words that will echo through martial arts history. Now, we are equal, not teacher and student, but two masters of the same root. You have honored everything I taught you by becoming something more. I am proud of you, my friend. Bruce bows deeply, tears in his eyes. Sifu, I will always be your student. In my heart, what I have become is because of what you gave me. I honor you by growing, as you taught me to always grow. The 30 students sit in stunned silence. They witnessed the end of a teacher-student relationship and the beginning of something unprecedented. Two masters acknowledging equality, the old accepting the new, the tradition blessing the evolution. In the months and years that follow, this moment will be debated, analyzed, questioned. Did Bruce really equal Ip Man, or was Ip Man being generous? Did age slow Ip Man, or skill elevate Bruce? The answer depends on who you ask. But those who were there that night know the truth. They saw 22 minutes of the highest Wing Chun ever displayed. They saw a master and his student fight as equals. They saw love and respect and the passing of the torch, not through defeat, but through recognition. 5 years later, Ip Man will die. December 1972, age 79. 1 year after that, Bruce Lee will die. July 1973, age 32. But on this night, in March 1967, they are both at their peak, teacher and student, fighting as equals, creating a moment that will define both their legacies forever.